Hey guys, Coach BP here. Want to bring you some at-home skills and drills that you can work on while you're snowed in and hunkered down during this little snowmageddon we have. But it's not an excuse not to get better with our stick. So let me run through them with you. The first one we have is the bad pass. So often we don't get a perfect pass in a game or a practice or whatever. So we need to be comfortable catching that ball wherever it comes in. So if you have a partner, if somebody else just to throw you the ball, that works. Again, I don't. It's a bad pass, so I don't want to see that pass going into this box area. All right, it needs to be going in other locations. So whether it's down at your feet, you step to it, and then you can roll it back or toss it back to them. If it's across the body, all right, bring that stick across, catch it, bring it back. It's just really anywhere that can get you more comfortable with catching awkward passes in game or practice scenarios. Ideally practice with both hands. If you're really good at doing your righty, practice your lefty. Right? If you're not comfortable with a lacrosse ball, use a tennis ball, use something softer. All right, to get and make work on your hand-eye coordination. The next one we have are flips. Like we work on in practice. A lot of us need to get comfortable flipping that ball up into the air in a nice, smooth way that's controlled. Practice doing it two different ways. One is with our hand choked up as if we're power cradling through with pressure, and then getting that flip. Understand what we're pushing down with our bottom hand, pulling up lightly with our top hand, and what that feels like. Okay. The other one is choked down, as if we're about to get a pass or a shot. And we just flip that ball up. All right, keep it nice and controlled, not too high, not too low. Just work to go about head level, shoulder level. That's the ideal height. All right, so again, try to practice that with both hands. The next one we have is cradling. All right, I want you to understand and feel what that ball feels like in the head of your stick. Feel your pocket out. Go both hands. We can start off really traditionally with just a casual cradle. Don't even grip the stick really hard. Just let it rock. All right? Just let that ball rock in your pocket, and then slowly start including some wrist action, some elbow action, and then bring it up a little higher up to your shoulder. Now we're into a power cradle. All right? And this butt end is not on my opposite hip. It's on that same side hip, protected. All right? As if I'm running through traffic. It's just trailing a little bit yet. Practice bringing it in. For that trail check coming behind you, all right? So that's the power cradle to a high cradle. And then push yourself a little bit. Now start dropping it back down. Start going lower, 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 and invert that ball. And see, hey, how can we cradle upside down? Understand the limits of your stick and your pocket, i.e. the hold. Once we go once we go two-handed cradling on both sides, then go one-handed cradling. When we're going one-handed cradling, again, start off slow, understand the hold in your pocket, using centrifugal force to keep the ball in the pocket. It's just a big kind of semicircle arc, all right? Start off big, so real big, and then get it nice and tight, right? You can use a mirror to see what does that look like to a defender. Then with your other hand, don't keep it by your side, get it up. We want to practice our stick protection with our off hand. All right, this arm bar protects from over the head checks, over the top checks. This one helps protect for poke checks. This one is a nice little hybrid that we have, right, for attackmen to use. Practice both sides, right? Righty, lefty, right? Practice the different arm bars. Practice going from two hands to one hand, all right? So that's those are cradling. Part of that too, again, is also understanding your stick's hold. So I kind of skipped over that. Put a ball on your stick, start with it flat, and have it keep going, and see how far you can go before that ball pops out. All right? I know my stick has more hold than most. Same thing here. Get it to where it's up vertical. Does it just roll out, or does it hold a little bit? All right? Understand where that pocket is and the limits of your stick and its hold. The next one we're going to go into, one-handed cradling, right? The other one-handed cradling you can go is inverted cradling. build that wrist strength, build that forearm strength. You can't go all the way to the butt end, choke up, right? Forearm length, this is how I started, right? I'd go from here to here to here, okay? And then as I got more comfortable, just kind of drop it down, and by the end, it's all the way out here. Okay, keep it nice and big if you want. Keep it tight in front of you, behind you, through. No, just kidding. But practice both hands, all right? So you can pick up that ground ball when we get to ground balls one-handed and have control of that stick, okay? Now we're going to go into fakes. Fakes are just a form of cradling. So when I'm faking and I catch that ball and I want to get that, the traditional fake is going east-west, okay? We're going right to left, left to right. My bottom hand really isn't doing much except just lightly holding the stick. It's all about that top hand grip, right? That stick is across my palm, just like I'm about to shoot, like I'm about to pass. But I want to keep my stick vertical through it all. So if I'm going to fake forward, notice I'm not flattening my stick when I do it. That's when the ball flies out. Come back here, pump, bring it back. Pump, bring it back. Pump, bring it back. When I'm pumping, notice how the stick head starts open. Then I turn and I close it. Open, close. Open, close. We want to get that, we want to close the head of the stick at the last minute so we keep that ball in the pocket. All right? Now we don't have to go super exaggerated all the way forward. All right? Keep it nice and tight, just in front of our face. Let's go east-west. Okay? And then once you're comfortable with that top hand, twisting and snapping, now we can go high to low, low to high. So when we go low to high, what I like to do is called a dip and dunk. You notice when I come and I fake, bend my knees, I bend at the hips, get my shoulders down. But if I stand straight up, the stick is right about here. All that shifting are my knees and my hips and my shoulders. I'm just getting low with it so that I can quickly move it high. I don't want to see you guys trying to go low. That's unrealistic, right? Again, I mean, unless you are very confident in the hold of your stick, all right? Go low and then fake high. Low, high, low, high, low, high. Just bounce with it, okay? Go right hand, go left hand. Now notice when I'm coming back up, I'm bringing my stick just a little more vertical than it was normally. Then I'm going low, okay? Stand up, it's like this, all right? And then when I do that fake high, it just comes up a little bit. So here, and then pause. Bring it back. Low, high. Low, high. Same thing, high to low. Start here, high, low. High, low. High, low. All right? It's all about that top hand control when you're snapping, feeling the ball in your pocket. All right, moving on, we've got shooting. One way to work on shooting, 100%, is in front of a mirror. All right? When you shoot, again, fundamentally, we want our hands behind our head at ear level, chin to shoulder, making sure also our feet are in the right position, right? Toe pointed, knee pointed, all right? And our butt end also pointed to our target, in this case, the camera, all right? My arms, my elbows are all up at 90 degrees, all right? 90, 90, 90, 90, all the way around, chin to shoulder. Now, what we want to use the mirror for is to be able to go from the low position, the relaxed, relaxed position to up and ready, okay? So I'm bringing my hands up. Can you see the head of my stick? No. It's being hidden behind my shoulders and behind my head, depending on how high I want to bring. It's up here, it's just hidden behind my head, okay? And that's the idea. We're just kind of walking around carrying that ball, so that goalie has a much more difficult time tracking that ball. All right? So again, you can go from cradling to step, cradling to step. All right? And see, practice what that's like, and then also practice carrying that ball east-west. All right? Both hands. Hiding that stick is really crucial to being a higher level shooter. It's also going to teach us the right habits about getting those hands back. Can't really hide that stick if my hands are down and I've got alligator arms, okay? like that stick, get them up, right? Chin to shoulder, right? Yeah, so we go from a cradle to a ready position. That's what I was talking about. Cradle to ready, right? This way, cradle to ready, right? The last part of the shooting is you can have a ball or not have a ball. It's about the hip engagement. Step, turn. I'm not moving my stick. I'm just having the ready position, and I'm turning with my hips. I see a lot of guys when they shoot, they initiate with their hands, and then they follow through with the hips. We want to initiate with the hips first, and then follow through with the hands. So again, that looks like here, turn, here, turn. Stick is ready, and then we follow through, okay? One more time, step, turn, step, turn, right? That's what that's going to look like when you're engaging your hips to work in your shot. After we've gone through some shooting reps, we want to work on hand transition. Left to right, right to left. First one I want you to work on is just quick, right? Quick hand transition. The idea, I'm going to slow it down. The idea is we're not bringing it down and bringing it up. You notice the head of my stick is at shoulder and ear level. Always coming back to a triple threat position. This is triple threat position. Dodge, pass, shoot. Okay? From here, I can do a lot of things. Triple threat. What I'm doing is I'm bringing, my top hand is coming shoulder to shoulder, and then it's letting go as I get to that next shoulder, and my bottom hand is sliding up and catching. Okay? Practice doing it all the way choked up. All right? Then practice doing it and stopping in the shooting, passing position. All right? Keeping the head of the stick, keeping that head of the stick at ear level. Okay? Nice and inside. Right to left, left to right. All right? The other one I want you to work on is the split dodge. Okay? Well, yeah, let me see. Quick, yeah, split dodge. So what's really important here is that we keep the butt end outside the hip. All right? Right here. I don't want you guys going in a split dodge with your hand in between your hips. Keep it outside the hip. I want you to practice stepping one direction. Watch this bottom hand. And bringing it across. All right, so as I bring it across, look at that bottom hand, come up and catch it. One more time. Step, push off. That's all you have to do right now. Step, push off. Notice the head of my stick is again staying at my shoulder level. Top of my hand is the one that's bringing that stick across my chest, across my body. Right, as this bottom hand comes up to catch it, notice that butt end is on the outside. Okay, and that's where I want it. And then I'm switching. All right, and then after my top hand comes across, it doesn't just drop; it stays in that stick protection position. So, and then after that, it's going to the butt end. So it goes here, here. Next step, put it to the butt end. So if you just practice one step, 1, 2, and then reset. 1, 2, and then take that third step by putting that butt end, putting that top hand back on that butt end. Okay, to finish that split. Okay, so that's a split dodge, right to left, left to right. Go, one time, boom, and then we're ready to take off. All right, so again, that's super important to work on. The next one after the split is the roll. We're going to do the roll as a midfielder, or just a very fundamental roll. All right, when I catch that ball, I want to drop 180 degrees, and notice my stick hasn't changed. I haven't moved my stick at all. It's still in that same position it was when I caught it. I drop step, 180 degrees, and then I bring this bottom hand up and switch as I make that next step. Okay, so I catch that ball, drop step, roll. Switch hands. Okay? When I'm rolling, after I catch that ball, and I'm already doing my drop step, I want to get my chin and my head turned all the way around so I can see where I'm going. Alright? I see guys turning and leaving that stick. When you're doing that, bring your stick with you. Make sure you can see the head of your stick and then transition out of it with your stick up and out and ready to go. So if we look like this way, facing here, catch it, drop step here, ready to go. All right. So practice left, practice right. If I were to do it this way, facing you guys, catch that ball, drop step here, protected, hidden, ready to pass, shoot, triple threat position. As an attackman, I want to see you guys keep it a little closer to the chest, catch that ball, bring it in between your shoulders, bring that bottom hand up, come out one-handed, and then two hands. Okay? When I say bring it to the chest, I don't mean chest the ball. I mean catch here. It's nice and tight. If I get bumped, yeah, it can maybe have got a little extra protection, but keep that stick active. Boom, come out of it. So from here, catch, drop here, and then roll. So I'm getting ready to go with that one-handed cradle. That's why we're kind of bringing it down as opposed to leading with it and then transitioning with it out, more like a midfielder. There's two different roll dodges you can work on. They just have different purposes, different times to use them. Good. Let's see. The next one is the face dodge. Same as the split. Okay, take that step. But instead of bringing this bottom hand up, we're holding it. Instead of letting go with the top hand, we're holding it, and we're holding it for 3 cradles. 1, 2, 3. Maybe take that third step. So it goes like this. 1, 2, 3. Okay, practice those extra cradles at the end because with each step you take, we're practicing getting separation from our defender. All right. So one more time. Jab step to the alley one way. Push off. Where's my butt end on the outside hip? It's also nice and tight. You see how it's parallel with my torso. Go 1, 2, 3. All right. Then we're going to talk about the hitch. Same starting position. Coming in. Jab step and then pop out. So jogging in. Jab step here. Pop out. What's really important is that I'm not really throwing my hands. It's not a shot hitch. Okay, and then coming out of it, it's just a hip, shoulders, make it look like I'm going in this direction, and then I'm exploding, popping out with my hands out, ready to go, ready to shoot, ready to pass, ready to continue my dodge with my hands free. All right, come here, and repeat. So that's a drill you can do. All these dodges, work on 10 times, boom, move to the next one. All right, and then revisit it, video yourself, make sure you're doing it the right way. After hand transition and those dodges, ground balls. All right, let's talk about some traditional GBs. Step ball. All right, stick low, butt end low, head low. Get that same side. So I'm using my right hand. I'm gonna get my right foot right next to that ball. I'm gonna get low, scoop through it, cradle up to my face. All right. When I practice it on my own, step in, get a couple of possession cradles, reset. Step in, possession cradles, come out of it. Reset. Step in, boom. Maybe come up, practice getting my hands up and out. All right. If you want to try something a little fancier, step in, pick up that GB low, practice a little shovel pass right out of it. Okay. Come in low. Oh, I'm getting slammed. Fake shovel pass. All right. Again, that fake. What I'm doing right now is just a big cradle. If you've worked on that two-handed cradle, getting low, that's all it is. That's that fake shovel. All right. Also kind of helps you with that shovel. Once we go two hands choked up, go two hands choked down. Come in, bring it up. Okay, this is a good one to do when nobody's around us. We should pick up that ball, go low. All right. Understand your stick, understand your pocket, understand your shooters. That's what we do. Come here, pick up, get it up, ready to pass. All right. The other one you can do is one-handed. Pick up, and again, this is after this. After you pick up one-handed, what are we doing? One-handed cradles. Pick up the ball one-handed, possession cradle out of it, so it looks like this. One-handed, possession cradle. All right. Then go cradle redirect. Pick up, turn it around. Do it over the head. Roll away. I'm not getting too high. I don't want to hit any light fixtures or anything, but I do want to practice arm bar out, roll away from pressure. Right? If I want to do, keep it low, cradle, roll away from pressure. Then we can also work on Indian pickups. Practice it slow and build up speed. One second. Close this up. There we go. Oops. There we go. All right, so one more time. Indian pickup, or Indian pickup. All right. Inside, outside, cradle. Practice getting it around your body. Practice getting it, redirecting, right, evading. Also on ground ball, speaking of evasion, pick up those ground balls. Practice your face dodge. Practice picking up that ground ball, hitching away from pressure. Practice picking up that ground ball, quickly rolling. Practice getting that ground ball, picking up that ground ball. Look, oh, toe drag out of there, right? You want 2 hands, you want to go 1 hand, right? All stuff you can do with a tennis ball, softball, or lacrosse ball. Come up, work on swimming over, right? There's lots of stuff you can do. Another thing we can work on ground balls is goosing, okay? Practice going 4 different directions before we pick up that GB. Left, right, behind, whoop, redirect behind, stop, pick up that GB. Right? So, just keep, I'm not very good at it, but practice getting comfortable, moving that ball in different spots in front of you, and then turning around, picking up that GB. Okay, it's called hockeying the ball. All right, I think we've covered it. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Hope this was helpful to get through this, being stuck in your house without hitting the field. Just because we're inside doesn't mean we can't work on our stick skills. So get through it, build up that comfort level with our stick in our hand, with the weight of the ball in your stick, so we can hit the field running and our IQ is up with these little individual skills and drills. Thanks guys, see you out there.